Good morning. Good morning to all, and welcome to The Bright Side. This is your nutritional and health program that breaks down health challenges to simple steps for reversal. We live in this crazy world of manipulation and deception and politics and lies. We're misled and we're lied to in so many places. It's nearly impossible to know where to turn for the truth or what to believe. Contrary to the messaging that we get about health from our so-called expert doctors and drug companies, and unfortunately even from so-called alternative practitioners, which are often nothing more than opinions and assertions utilizing infantilizing baby phrases, good for you and bad for you, and the repetition of myths and mythology. This is what passes for mainstream medical wisdom. The Bright Side is not about assertions. It's not about myths. It's about common sense. It's about real results. It's about truths based on personal experience. My personal experience as a therapist and your personal experience as a patient. What you hear in this program is the distillation of my 30 years of experience with patients like yourselves, using the ideas that we talk about every day on this program. Results that you can experience for yourself, not in 30 days, not in 3 weeks, but usually in 24 hours or less. No matter what your health challenges are, people, no matter how long your health challenges have been going on, no matter how deteriorated the condition of your body is, all chronic degenerative health crises can be reversed. Not because of me, and not because of what you hear on this program, but because of you, because of the body, because the body wants to be healthy. What we call disease is really the body telling us that something's wrong. In fact, it's really the body telling us what is wrong. If we listen to the message of disease, we'll know everything we need to know about reversing it. Doctors, drugs, and the protocols and the regimens of the medical model are about telling the body to shut up. They're not about listening to the body. They're about shutting the body up. They're about drugging the body into submission, radiating and carving the body up into submission. The Bright Side message, on the contrary, is about listening to pain, listening to symptoms, listening to the body's diseases as we listen to our babies crying. Got a letter here from Ratna Chintamaneni, I hope I said that right. Ratna Chintamaneni says, "Dear Mr. Ben, I would like to join your radio show to provide testimonial by following your advice for the past 1 year. I realized after hearing archived shows, I have my body falling apart due to disease. You mentioned that it takes 2 hours to explain all my issues to you on the November 5th, 2014 show. That's true, as I've been listening to you and Dr. Wallach. History. Before following your advice, following Indian naturopathic doctors, they're still doctors, using food as medicine, 70% raw, 30% cooked for lunch. Current status, after following your advice, I'm doing well with 90% of my issues resolved. Need to work on the remaining 10% of balance yet to rectify. Mr. Chintamaneni wants to come on the air to tell his story. And I will be talking to Mr. Chintamaneni about getting on the program. But it's just one letter. I get these letters all the time. Dr. Wallach, Dr. Glidden, we all get these letters all the time. If you're dealing with any chronic degenerative disease, if you're on medication, you want to get off them, if your doctor is not helping you, please understand that these kind of healing results are possible for you too by following the simple, inexpensive, oftentimes free, common sense, logical, scientific strategies that we talk about on this program every day. You can experience this kind of healing as well. Eliminating problem foods, eating less foods, caloric restriction, drinking your nutrition, leveraging soups and smoothies, intermittent fasting, stabilizing blood sugar, deep breathing, activating the parasympathetic, the relaxation nervous system, using mental strategies, using emotional strategies, using spiritual strategies, getting on a good nutritional supplement program. Of course, your symptoms, no matter what they are, will guaranteed 100% begin to resolve. Again, not because of me, not because of the ideas, but because it's in the body's nature to heal. Unlike medicine, this is science. Medicine is about risk management. Medicine is about risk reduction. Medicine is about probability. It's not science. There are no laws of medicine. The realm of medicine, the realm of pharmacology, the realm of the medical model is about probability. Oh, you'll reduce your risk of a heart attack by 22% if you take a statin drug. Big deal. The only reason your doctor thinks it's helpful to reduce your risk of heart disease by 22% is because he doesn't know what heart disease is. The modern medical model doesn't know what disease is, so they are reduced to drugging us and radiating us and carving us up to reduce risks. Nobody's saying you're not going to get a heart attack when you're on a statin drug. They're just saying you're going to reduce the risk. Folks, if you are satisfied or if you're not satisfied with risk reduction, these are ideas of certainty. These are ideas of law. These are ideas of science, the things we talk about on this program every day. If you have a digestive problem and you stop eating, you are not going to have a digestive problem. You can't have a digestive problem if you don't eat. That's a law. That's scientific. That's a fact. Now, obviously, you have to eat eventually, but the point is that these strategies that we are talking about here and we talk about every day on this program are tried and true and work every time. And they're as simple as removing the bad stuff, putting in the good stuff, and letting the divine force, God, nature, whatever you want to call it, do the work. No drugs necessary, no doctors necessary, no pharmacy necessary, no pharmacist Ben necessary. All right, so we've been talking about hormones and hormone health for a couple of weeks now, particularly as it regards the skin. Hormones can be thought of as the manifestation, the first manifestation of everything that happens.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Howdy, folks. Pharmacist Ben here, nutritional pharmacist and skincare chemist. If you've heard me on my daily health and wellness program, The Bright Side, you know I'm on a mission to spread the good news about the power of nutritional supplementation to correct your healthcare challenges and get you feeling vital and healthy once again. I want you to call 877-279-9422 and check out the powerful, affordable line of nutritional products from Longevity, the ones I take and the ones I recommend. That's 877-279-9422 or go to www.gcnminerals.com. Why simply mask your symptoms with toxic pharmaceutical drugs when you can address causes with vitamins and minerals? I suggest the Healthy Start Pack. It gives your body the essential 90 nutrients it needs. Most people notice a difference right away. You can sign up to help me spread the good news of health and wellness without drugs and maybe make a little money too. And while you're there, don't forget to check out my important video message. That's gcnminerals.com or call 877-279-9422. And remember, friends, good nutrition is good medicine.
Just recently, we've witnessed some of the most catastrophic disasters in history. Be sure to prepare yourself with great-tasting, high-quality, GMO-free food that has a 25-year shelf life. Of course, we're talking about the foods from SurvivalFoodAlliance.com. And don't forget, the human body needs up to 3 quarts of water every day to remain healthy and hydrated. So check out our water bricks at SurvivalFoodAlliance.com. Go to SurvivalFoodAlliance.com or call 877-223-1776.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
Did you know that home break-ins increase more than 100% during the holidays? It takes just 10 seconds for an intruder to kick in your door, but police response to a home alarm system is more than 20 minutes, and intruders are in and out of your home in 5 minutes. Thieves know that you're not home and have presents inside just waiting to be taken. And if you are home, how safe will you feel with an intruder lurking inside with your family? That's why police across the country are recommending you use Door Armor. Proven to withstand the force of a battering ram, Door Armor keeps intruders out. It's easy to install and barely visible, and your Door Armor is guaranteed for life. Go to InvasionStopper.com for a very special buy one, get one at half off deal. These savings are for a limited time and only available to GCN listeners. Protect your valuables and loved ones this holiday season. Go to InvasionStopper.com now. That's InvasionStopper.com.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't pick on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
Okay, so we're talking hormones, hormone health. We've been talking about hormones for a couple weeks. We'll probably be talking about it for a while. Hormones are the first place the body shows up. It's where the invisible world meets the visible world. I do a presentation on hormones, and I always ask people, what are hormones? And I get all kinds of answers. They're chemicals, and they're biochemicals, and they're involved in health, etc. And nobody really knows what hormones are, knows how to describe them. And I always tell people hormones are magic in the sense that they're where the invisible world meets the visible world, or where the invisible world becomes the visible world. All biology, all biochemistry is initiated, begins via hormones. Hormones are the first manifestation of biochemistry, the first manifestation of biology. They're tiny, infinitesimally small, incredibly short-lived substances that are only present for fractions of a second before they're destroyed by the body. These hormone substances are the first manifestation of everything that happens in the body. For better or worse, they're the interface between the invisible world of thoughts and emotions and perceptions and the body. That is, every thought we think, every feeling we feel, every perception we perceive is immediately converted into a hormone. The outside world of sights and sounds and touch, of thoughts and feelings, are converted into hormones by the brain, and from there our body is created. It's as simple as that. The outside world becomes the inside world via the interfacing action of the hormones, and this makes hormones and understanding hormones extremely important if we're going to be able to access our health. Hormones are one of two main classes of active chemicals in the body. The others are the enzymes. The two main action chemicals in the body that get everything done are the hormones and the enzymes. Now, we've talked about the enzymes in the past. I'm not going to get into that right now, although they're super duper important. If you want to check out some fine enzyme products, go to brightsidehealthproducts.com. Of course, we've talked about the ultimate enzymes for longevity for years. Enzymes are super important. Digestive enzymes are important for digestion, and metabolic enzymes are important for the biochemistry of the body. I'm not going to get into enzymes now. I want to talk about hormones. We got two main classes of hormones, but the ones we're talking about today are the endocrine hormones. Those are the main hormones in the body. You have other hormones. You've got exocrine hormones, paracrine hormones, autocrine hormones. These are all very fascinating, but the main hormones that we talk about all the time are the ones that travel through the blood. They're called endocrine hormones, and they make up the science of endocrinology. And the supposed experts of these endocrine hormones are endocrinologists. Those are doctors of the hormones, doctors of the endocrine hormones. And if you have a problem with your female reproductive system, or you have a problem with your thyroid, or you have a problem with your thymus or your pancreas, these various glands, you'll probably go to an endocrinologist who is going to do zip to help you because he's a doctor. And all he's going to do is drug you or give you an artificial hormone. That's what they do. They drug you and they give you artificial hormones. They don't work. They don't do nothing. And the only reason we depend on these endocrinologists is because nobody tells us about how these things work. So, the main hormones, the endocrine hormones, travel through the blood after they're released from the brain, and then the glands. They start off in the brain, they go to the glands, and then they travel through the blood, they hit the cell with some kind of, initiating some kind of chemistry, enzyme chemistry. Hormones initiate enzyme chemistry out of the cells. The enzymes are the actors. They represent the chemistry of the body. The hormones are the initiators. They turn things on. The word hormone means to initiate, to activate, to arouse. The Greek word is hormeo. It means to arouse. The main control points, this is so important, you guys, if you're dealing with a hormone issue, and if you're ill, if you have a chronic degenerative disease, it has to be a hormone issue because hormones begin the process. They initiate everything. So this is important. What I'm going to say right now, the main control points for the hormones are thoughts and emotions and food. Check that out. Thoughts and emotions and food. Now, do you think we need a doctor for any of that? Thoughts and emotions are our business, and food is our business. By the way, this is the importance of food. When we eat food, hormones change, no matter what that food is, for better or worse. When we think a thought, our hormones change, no matter what those thoughts are, for better or worse. Likewise with emotions. Thoughts and emotions and food are the main control points for our hormones. This is such good news for those of us looking to emancipate, to free ourselves from the tyranny of the medical model. If hormones are the initiators and nothing happens in the body without their initiation, without their inspiration, and if we control these hormones with our mental and emotional natures and with our foods, that means we have tremendous control over what happens in our bodies. No doctor required. No medical model required. No Obamacare required. No diagnostics required. No pharmacist Ben required. Thoughts and emotions and food. And when I talk about food, I'm talking about nutrition. And I'm also talking about, to a certain extent, oxygen. Yes, I know oxygen's not food, but it represents something that's coming into the body that nourishes us. Between thoughts and emotions and food and oxygen, you got your control points for hormones. And because hormones regulate every single function in the body, you have your control points for regulation of everything. Thoughts, emotions, food, and oxygen. Now, you got two classes of your endocrine hormones. You get your water ones, that's insulin, thyroid hormone, adrenaline. They call them peptides. They're types of small proteins or amino acids. I'm not going to talk about those for now because the ones that I'm so excited about are the steroid hormones. Those are the fatty hormones. Those are the ones we've been talking about now for a couple of weeks. The fatty hormones are your stress management hormones. The fatty hormones are our growth and repair and fertility hormones. And when I say fatty hormones, I'm talking steroid hormones. And oh, by the way, these fatty hormones that are so important, your stress management hormones, your growth and repair and fertility hormones, these fatty hormones, these steroid endocrine hormones, they're all derived, they're all types of cholesterol. I know I've said that before, but it bears repeating. Cholesterol gets tweaked very slightly and becomes your steroid hormones. That makes cholesterol ridiculously important. If hormones are important and they all come from cholesterol, what does that tell you about cholesterol? What does that tell you about the absolute mentally incompetent, intellectually bankrupt, biochemically ignorant strategy of turning off cholesterol production? Your steroid endocrine hormones, your stress hormones, your growth and repair and fertility hormones, they're types of cholesterol. Do you think you ever want to shut down cholesterol production? Any medical professional who thinks that's a good strategy is the quintessence, the very definition of a bonehead, at least a biochemical bonehead. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. Okay, tomorrow we'll continue talking about the steroid hormones, the cholesterol hormones. We should really call the steroid hormones the cholesterol hormones. If we call them the cholesterol hormones, we'd have a lot more respect for cholesterol, and we would certainly think twice about dumbing down cholesterol production. For you guys who are new listeners, and I know we get new listeners every day on this program, the number one reason why cholesterol, the main reason, pretty much the only reason why cholesterol levels go up is because of sugar. Cholesterol is a building substance. Sugar tells the body to build. Cholesterol goes up. It's not a reason, elevated cholesterol is not a reason to shut down, i.e. poison cholesterol production. It's a reason to reduce your intake of sugar and to lower your insulin. We'll talk about that tomorrow as we continue talking about the cholesterol hormones. And we'll talk about a super important nutritional supplement that you can take, that you can use to help protect and help support the production of these cholesterol hormones. We'll do that tomorrow as we continue talking steroid hormones and the skin on the bright side. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. Let's go to Oregon and say hello to my friend, Carl the Truth Raider. What is up, Carl? Greetings, buddy.
Welcome back, Ben.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, this segues perfectly, and actually I got two subjects to speak about. This segues perfectly into the topic that I wanted to discuss with you. It's called andropause.
Oh, as opposed to menopause.
Opposed to menopause.
That's male menopause, andropause.
Yeah, that's the male. Okay. And, of course, the women suffers from their menopause. That's for females.
Yes. That's kind of confusing, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to break down what the Greek translation or the Latin translation...
Meno from moon actually means the pause of your menstrual cycle, or of a woman's menstrual cycle.
Right. And andro has to do with androgen.
Correct. So what's up? How can I help you, Carl, the Truth Rate?
This is my theory that's going into why this phenomenon, why there's an increase. And say, for example, men who have difficulties and struggle and have depression and have midlife crises.
Okay.
Related to andropause.
Yes.
Well, it's the 2-year anniversary, just a little over the 2-year anniversary since the tragedy that I had here in Oregon. We had a person who was our director of our tennis programs here, a very stable person. And all of a sudden, he personally had some difficulties, but couldn't quite pinpoint what it was. But it's possibly because it could have been andropause or something that was occurring in his life, and he couldn't handle it. And he tragically decided to commit suicide.
Oh, that's terrible. Tell me how I can help you, my friend.
Well, we're anywhere between your 50s to 60s. This is a dangerous point here. And men out there need to, take heed and listen to this and make sure they keep their nutrition as high as they possibly can and take every type of nutrition that's available, a supplement that they need to take in order to keep from getting these feelings of like mania or feelings of despair or panic due to these changes that occur between the 50s to 60s. So you can touch upon that, what the best thing
is. Let me talk about a couple of things. Thank you. That's a great point. Thank you for bringing that up because we are talking about hormones. I appreciate it. Carl, the Truth Rater. I'm going to let you go here, buddy. Thank you for bringing that up, though, Carl. Here's the thing about andropause. And it is, as Carl says, it's a pretty scary time for guys. All of a sudden, our maleness goes away. Well, guess what? The antagonistic hormone to testosterone, male hormone, is estrogen. And the fastest way to bump up your estrogen and at the same time reduce the benefits or the effects of male hormones is to carry body fat. Female hormone is made in body fat whether you're a man or a woman. The more body fat a man carries, the more estrogen effects he's going to have and the less maleness, testosterone effects he's going to have. So if you're a guy and you're dealing with a decrease in sexual performance, or you're dealing with a problem with muscle building, or you're feeling weak, or you're losing your edge, so to speak, your mental or emotional edge at the age of 45 to 55, right around in that period, chances are pretty good that you're dealing with this andropause issue, and chances are pretty good that you're dealing with too much estrogen effects and not enough, or female hormone effects and not enough male hormone effects. So the first thing you want to do is start to drop your body fat. When you reduce body fat, or even better, when you replace body fat with muscle, testosterone or male hormone benefits, male hormone effects will begin to accrue, and the female hormone effects will begin to drop down. It's kind of ironic what happens to men and women as we reach middle age. Between 45 and 55, men start to become more feminized. That's because they're carrying body fat, and also sugar, by the way, has an antagonistic connection to testosterone, or too much sugar, too much insulin, I should say, has an antagonistic effect on testosterone. As we get older and we start to deal with problems with insulin resistance, which is associated with too much insulin, as we begin to deal with problems associated with carrying too much body fat, our maleness starts to go away. Conversely, with women, the opposite happens. As women get older, their female hormones start to drop, and they become more masculinized. How ironic is that? As we get older, men become more feminized, and women become more masculinized. If you want to reverse that, you got to start dealing with your hormones. You got to start dealing with your endocrine hormones, your cholesterol hormones, your steroid hormones. For men, that means losing body fat and starting to build muscle and using nutrition that helps you handle sugar as well. Zinc is one of the superstar hormone minerals for male hormones, for testosterone. It's involved with acne, it's involved with muscle building, and it's involved with sugar metabolism. All men, first of all, everybody should be supplementing with 50 milligrams of zinc picolinate, in my humble opinion, but especially men who are between the ages of 45 and 55 who are dealing with andropause. Secondly, reduce your intake of sugar and use nutrients that help your body handle sugar. Chromium and vanadium. Get on the sweeties. Magnesium, selenium, sulfur, alpha-lipoic acid, and of course your B vitamins, all extremely important for helping the body handle sugar. That means the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, and that means your sweeties, and that means, of course, the entire Mighty 90 essential nutrients. For women, the opposite. Women have the opposite problem. Women are going to start to need to balance out female hormones and male hormones by using things like progesterone cream or even pregnenolone. Tomorrow we'll talk about essential fatty acids. Those can be very helpful as well. And don't underestimate the importance of zinc picolinate for women. Magnesium can also be helpful. for menopausal issues. We're going to talk about menopause. We'll probably end up talking about andropause as well. Thanks for bringing that up. So, long story short, Carl, lose body fat, replace body fat with muscle, use nutrients that help you handle sugar, especially zinc, which has double duty as a hormone helping mineral, and also a sugar metabolizing or insulin supporting mineral as well. And then all the other ones, chromium, vanadium, your ultimate selenium, more protein. Get your butt in the gym. You actually don't even need to go to the gym. You could do resistance training with a big old rubber band tied to your couch or your desk or a big piece of furniture and just do leg lifts or arm raises, or you can use one of those big old rubber bands that have two handles on them, and you can do curls with that. You can do it while you're watching TV. You don't need a membership to the gym to build muscle, but building muscle is a great way to reverse the effects of andropause. All right, thanks for your call, Carl. If you're on hold, hang tight. We'll get to you when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this. Let's go to Alabama and welcome to The Bright Side. Is that how you say that? Did I say that right? I like that. C-H.
Hi, this is C-H.
C-H. Is that it? Just C-H or is it ch?
It's C-H.
Oh, okay. How's it going, C-H? What's going on today?
Fine, how are you? I'm calling today because I don't have the internet, and I hear you speak on skincare a lot.
Yes.
But I've never paid close attention about when you talk about dry skin.
Okay.
Could you please talk about dry skin?
Yes.
And how to find my way out of it.
Okay, good. First of all, I'm going to tell you something very interesting. I've been doing you may not know this, but I've been in the skin health business since 1983. I started working for the Blistex Corporation as a student. I actually worked for the guy who invented Blistex. He was a professor at the University of Colorado in Boulder. One day I was walking through the basement of the School of Pharmacy, and I smelled this little pepperminty smell coming out of one of the rooms, and I walked into the room, and there was this little old man tinkering around with some beakers, and we started chatting, and next thing I knew, I was Dr. Jones' research assistant, and for the next 3.5 years, while my colleagues were off getting their internship hours, pharmacy students need to get internship hours to become pharmacists, and while my fellow students were getting their internship hours in various drugstores in Boulder and Denver, I was getting my internship hours in the Blistex lab, learning everything you could possibly want to know about skin and skin health and lips and ingredients and how you formulate products. My job was literally to make Dr. Jones's formulas. I'd come in after school, and there'd be a stack of formulas that Dr. Jones would type up. This was in the pre-computer days, and he would be typing up formulas, and I'd have a stack of them, and I would have to make them. And I learned a lot about the skin, and since then I've been a lover, a fan, a connoisseur of good skin and good skin products. I know a lot about the skin, and when I do my talks about skin, I'll always ask people about dry skin. I'll say, how many of you guys have dry skin? And invariably, everybody raises their hands. Pretty much everybody has dry skin, CH. Everybody. But here's the great irony. Nobody's supposed to have dry skin because the skin has moisture factors built into it that keep the skin from being dry. Human beings arose out of the ocean millions of years ago, and we evolved mechanisms, our skin evolved mechanisms for keeping the water in. So skin is not supposed to be dry, and it always represents a biochemical mishap. It represents disease. It represents a health issue. It is not a moisturizer problem. And what's even worse, the more moisturizer you use, the drier your skin will be. That's because when you put a moisturizer on, a typical wax and oil and emulsifier and a silicone moisturizer, you seal the skin and you prevent the skin from reading the ambient humidity. The skin is a responsive organ that's responsive to how much moisture is in the air. And when there's not a lot of moisture in the air, we're supposed to make more moisture factors. But if you wear a moisturizer, you put on a moisturizer cream, which everybody does, you suppress that mechanism. You shut down the skin's responsiveness, and now your skin becomes drier than it ever was before, thus the phenomena of becoming addicted to your moisturizing lotion, where the more you use, the more you need. Now, no skin health company, no skincare company on the planet is going to tell you this because they want to sell you those stupid products. Oh, by the way, when you use a moisturizer, not only are you suppressing your skin's natural moisture factors, but you're interacting with preservatives and fragrances and surfactants and emulsifiers and chemicals that are nasty and don't belong anywhere in or on your body. So what do you do if you have dry skin? Well, dry skin is most often caused by a fat problem. I don't mean too much fat, I mean not enough fat. And I'm talking dietary fat, specifically essential fatty acids, EFAs. They are the true cure for dry skin. Now, unfortunately, it's not as simple as just taking EFAs because you got to make sure you're absorbing them. But the first thing you got to do is make sure you're getting them. Now, if you're not supplementing with your Ultimate EFAs, you're not getting your EFAs because they're not in the food. Now, the word essential, if you've been listening to this program or you know anything about nutrition, you know that essential means you better have it or you're dead. That's how important fatty acids, EFAs, are. They're essential. You don't have them, you're dead. Now, if you have a little bit of them, you're not going to die, but you may suffer with some health issues, including dry skin. So the first thing you want to do is get on your Ultimate EFAs, first and foremost. If you're absorbing your fats, that's a cure for dry skin right there. However, many of us, if not most of us, especially as we get older, don't absorb our fats. So in addition to taking your Ultimate EFAs, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, 3 at night, or you can take even more, you want to make sure that you're using supplements that help your body absorb your EFAs, particularly the Ultimate enzymes, which contain something called lipase, and also bile salts, both of which are very important for helping the body process fats. You want to take your Ultimate enzymes with your Ultimate EFAs, and then you want to start to use fatty nutrients, fatty vitamins, particularly vitamin A, and also to a certain extent vitamin E, but especially vitamin A. Vitamin A is ridiculously important, not only for moisturizing the skin, but for drying up oily skin. It goes both ways. We call vitamin A skin normalizer, in the sense that if your skin's too oily, it dries it out. If it's too dry, it makes it more moist. 20,000 international units of vitamin A a day. And again, if you're not supplementing with vitamin A, you're not getting that much. It's very difficult to find, unless you're eating a lot of liver or organ meat, it's very difficult to get vitamin A from your food. Vegetarians, you're out of luck. Vitamin A is only found in animal products. And don't give me that hoo-ha about beta-carotene. It's not vitamin A, no matter what anybody tells you. Let me say that again because that's so important. Beta-carotene is not vitamin A. And if anybody tells you that, they don't know what they're talking about. Beta-carotene can be converted into vitamin A, but not everybody does that effectively. So if you're a vegetarian, that's the best you're going to be able to do. Make sure you're using beta-carotene, but if you're not a vegetarian, make sure you're using 20,000 IU of vitamin A a day. Topical vitamin C can also have some very interesting effects for skin moisturization because the moisture factors that I was talking about depend on vitamin C for their stimulation and production. So using a fatty vitamin C topically is the best way to address dry skin from a topical standpoint. I would be staying away from lotions and moisturizers unless you want to be addicted to your lotion or moisturizer, or if you're absolutely miserable, you can get some superficial symptomatic relief from moisturizers, but you run the risk of suppressing your own moisture factors. So for dry skin, I think fats, essential fatty acids, also to a certain extent saturated and non-essential fatty acids, omega-9 fats, which are found in olive oil, coconut oil, which is a saturated fat, butter is a saturated fat, but primarily you're looking at essential fatty acids, particularly omega-6 essential fatty acids. You get those in the Ultimate EFAs. Make sure you're absorbing them. Last but not least, when it comes to fats, and we'll talk about this over the coming days as we discuss the endocrine hormones, the steroid hormones, the cholesterol hormones, as I'm going to start calling them, probiotics and good bacteria are very important. They help the body process fats as well. So getting on a good probiotic supplement like the Biolumin Nightly Essence, or perhaps making sure you're eating fermented food. And I should say eating fermented food is another strategy. EFAs, make sure you're absorbing your EFAs using digestive enzymes and bile salts, and then also probiotics, good bacteria, and topically use topical lipophilic vitamin C. You can find that, by the way, at truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. Look for my omega-6 healing cream, which is unbelievably moisturizing. Does that help you, CH?
Yeah, I appreciate your information. I'm
My pleasure.
And thank you very much, Pharmacist.
God bless you, my friend. Have a beautiful day, CH, in Alabama. All right, Graziano, my buddy. What's up? Where you been?
Hey, how's it going, Ben?
Going good. What's cooking today?
Hey, nothing much. Hey, just a quick question. I'm doing good, by the way. But quick question, and then I got to get back to work. Really, my 15-year-old, I just wanted to cover, I can't remember, but I thought of all of you, T-zone acne, and then on his cheek, he's got a white patch. I know he talks about skin a lot, so that's all.
This is your kid? Did you say this is your kid? I didn't know you had a kid. I thought you were a kid, Graziano. You have a 15?
I got 3.
You got 3 kids? Didn't you tell me you were like in your 20s or something?
I'm in my 30s.
Okay. All right. So you're an old man. That's all right. So here's the deal. For acne, it sounds like a little bit of eczema too for the child with a little white patch.
Have eczema.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Here's the deal for teenage acne, or T-zone acne, which is teenage acne. T-zone is the area that's marked by the forehead. That's the top of the T, and then the middle of the face. There's lots of sebaceous glands, sebum glands, oil-producing glands in that T-zone. So when you have T-zone acne as opposed to acne on the sides of the face, you're dealing with hyperactivity of the sebum glands, the oil-producing glands. There's lots of strategies for that, and it typically happens during the teenage years because of the relationship of male hormones. There's a surge in male hormones during the teenage years, and that causes excess of oil. First of all, reducing sugar intake is very important. Now, there's nutrients you can use for helping stabilize sugar. Those are important too, but in the interest of time, reducing sugar intake, using the B vitamins, especially vitamin B5, which is almost like a miracle for slowing down oil production. Pantothenic acid, I'd be using 1 to 4 grams a day. You can even do 5 or 6 grams if you like. And then, as we said with our last caller, vitamin A, the normalizing vitamin, is also important, both internally and topically. Use my retinol 5% gel topically. Not only great for blackheads and oily skin, but you also get the anti-aging effects of retinol. There's lots more, Graciano, but that's a good start. B5, reduce your sugar intake. Make sure you're using vitamin A topically in the form of retinol, and then also internally 20,000 IU a day. That's all the time we have for today.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Did you know that home break-ins increase more than 100% during the holidays? It takes just 10 seconds for an intruder to kick in your door, but police response to a home alarm system is more than 20 minutes, and intruders are in and out of your home in 5 minutes. Thieves know that you're not home and have presents inside just waiting to be taken. And if you are home, how safe will you feel with an intruder lurking inside with your family? That's why police across the country are recommending you use Door Armor. Proven to withstand the force of a battering ram, Door Armor keeps intruders out. It's easy to install and barely visible, and your Door Armor is guaranteed for life. Go to InvasionStopper.com for a very special buy one, get one at half off deal. These savings are for a limited time and only available to GCN listeners. Protect your valuables and loved ones this holiday season. Go to InvasionStopper.com now. That's InvasionStopper.com.
As the cold and flu season approaches, Silver Lungs is ready to help you and your family through the toughest of the year by supporting your immune system and overall health. From our best-selling colloidal silver generating system to our entire line of silver-based skin gels, nasal sprays, soaps, and silver solutions. Silver solutions remain one of nature's most powerful and least expensive antibacterial agents. Now you can produce your own for pennies a day in the comfort of your home using the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. Learn more today at www.silverlungs.com.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Nussbaum with the Anthem Foundation. Premature birth is the leading cause of death of babies and disabilities for children. That's why we support the March of Dimes to help mothers have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment and outreach to help moms during their pregnancy and give every baby a healthy start in life. Learn how you can help at marchofdimes.org.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Hi, my name is Scott Fuchs, teacher and rowing coach for over 14 years. I was sluggish, overweight, on prescription drugs, and only 30-something. Fortunately, I was referred to Dr. Z, and happy to say Dr. Z's all-natural protocols over a consistent course resolved my health issues. I'm in the best shape of my life, and most importantly, on 0 medications.
I'm Dr. Zdanowski, author of Evology, trained as a primary care physician, surgical manipulation under anesthesia, expert in nutrition, diet, weight loss, immune system, and I specialize in chiropractic. My 15 years of professional experience has taught me the 4 keys to vibrant health: a balanced musculoskeletal system, an integrated nervous system, a flowing lymphatic system, and a body filled with over 90 essential nutrients. This has been a secret too long. Actualize your potential, reverse disease. Call me, Dr. Z, 201-945-1177, 201-945-1177, evolveyourself.com.
Most of you know that heart disease is the #1 silent killer in the U.S. What if I told you for just $54.95 a month you could fight against heart disease naturally? At Heart and Body Extract, we've been helping thousands of people get back to a healthier heart. Don't just take my word for it. Check out all of the success stories at hbextract.com, or to order, call 866-295-5305. That's 866-295-5305. hbextract.com. Don't risk it when you can take charge of it.
A lot of people's lives and bodies are out of balance. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops optimize pH level and get rid of harmful waste and acid. Just a few drops in water restores vibrance and energy and gets you back in balance. Now order 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Sign up for monthly auto shipping and save 25%. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Does being over 40 make you feel like half the man you used to be? Do you feel more tired, out of shape, not in the mood like you used to be? Thanks to an exclusive formula, you can help boost testosterone levels safely and naturally. Introducing Ageless Male, a life-changing supplement for men tested to help increase testosterone levels.
You'll notice a boost in your energy levels, workouts work, sex life improves. It's like a light switch goes on.
Try Ageless Male risk-free if you would like to experience what taking Ageless Male can feel like. Support for healthy, normal testosterone levels, healthy energy, and increased performance, and more romance when you want it.
Call 1-800-327-4821. That's 1-800-327-4821. 800-327-4821. 800-327-4821. That's 1-800-327-4821.
If you or someone you care about loves outdoor adventure, then check out slingbow.com for some unique holiday gift ideas. That's slingbow.com, where we have some innovative new products for the archer, hunter, or bow fishing enthusiast in your family. Now through January, use the promo code HOLIDAY to get free shipping in the U.S. or Canada. And from all of us at Slingbow Industries, have a safe, joyous, and peaceful holiday season.
We've had an amazing year here at Supernatural Silver. We've truly enjoyed the fantastic response from thousands of people as they've tried our extraordinary product, and we're thrilled at the life-changing results people have. Our company email is continually full of happy, satisfied customers who thank us for the help they've received from Supernatural Silver. This holiday season, as you think of gifts to give your loved ones, consider giving Supernatural Silver, a gift that can help provide good health and wellness, a gift that can change lives and make a real difference. In a world where we are constantly exposed to dangerous health threats, give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance. Give Supernatural Silver. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code HOLIDAY2015 for 20% off. And this holiday season, we wish you and yours the blessings of peace and good health from all of us here at supernaturalsilver.com.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Blockit Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockitPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockitPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockitPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
My name is Bill Bonner, and I have an important message. Right now, the highest levels of government are struggling against an inevitable crisis, but they're about to lose control. When this happens, it will rip our country apart in ways you never imagined, from where we shop to the family you want to protect. Look, I've made predictions like this before. A few years ago, I warned that the housing prices would collapse. Before that, I warned that .com companies would crash, and they did. Those who listened had a chance to save themselves, but this has nothing to do with the stock market. This will affect us all. I've posted a free video at disappearingdollar.com. Maybe you'll disagree with my conclusions, but first you need to watch this video and see the facts for yourself. You can watch the video for free right now by going to disappearingdollar.com. Again, that's disappearingdollar.com.